Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're taking a look at the best secret characters in LEGO video games. For this list, we're looking at the unlockable characters that were totally worth the studs. Which unlockable character is your favorite? Did they make the list? Be sure to share with us in the comments below.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Darth Vader, LEGO Star Wars, the video game. Just reading this title aloud took me on a nostalgia trip. The first LEGO Star Wars, and the first LEGO game made by Traveler's Tales, had so many fantastic characters to unlock like General Grievous. However, unlocking that bonus level made our jaws drop, as it was an entire level where you get to play as Darth Vader and a stormtrooper, but mostly Darth Vader. Drop rebels like flies and discover neat puzzles throughout the rebel ship. Finish the level and you'll finally have everyone's favorite Sith Lord on your grid. Well, time to replay Phantom Menace for some weird time traveling. Sauron, LEGO The Lord of the Rings, and LEGO The Hobbit. Admittedly, Sauron does not have any moves or abilities that are uniquely his. He's one of the few characters that can break Morgul pieces, and he can use his mace to light up dark areas and perform a hammer smash. Nothing to really bat an eye at. Still, come on, how many of us have wanted to pretend to be the Dark Lord and rampage throughout Middle-earth with reckless abandon? That's always been his appeal, and even in his cute little Lego-fied self, that desire hasn't gone away. Alfred, LEGO Batman the video game. Look, we know that the first LEGO Batman is loaded with so many fun villains to play as, like the Joker, Mr. Freeze, and the Penguin. So why on earth would we be excited to play as Batman's butler? Well, that's exactly it. He's Batman's butler. This was the opportunity to see Alfred finally beat the snot out of some baddies using nothing more than a single fist as he tries to balance his tray. And it's absolutely hilarious to witness. Besides, Alfred never gets a chance in the spotlight, so perhaps this was as close as we're going to get to an adventure starring the butler. The Green Lantern, LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Playing as Adam West was fun and all for a while, but one of the best and most surprising unlockable characters was the Green Lantern! The mighty Green Lantern, yeah, that's it. Many players were probably confused as to why a Looney Tunes character was guest appearing in a LEGO Batman game, but there is a reference here. Those who watched the 2003 Duck Dodgers TV series were treated to an episode where Dodgers dons the Green Lantern's outfit and eventually becomes an honorary member of the Green Lantern Corps. Dodger's appearance here shows just how much love Traveler's Tales puts into these games, even if the idea is too obscure for most to understand. Indominus Rex, LEGO Jurassic World. LEGO Jurassic World is loaded with various characters, some of the neat ones being Mr. DNA, talk show host Jimmy Fallon, and Steven Spielberg. Even with that amount of star power, nothing compares to the Indominus Rex. This isn't just another T-Rex with some visual changes, mind you. This dino is a T-Rex fused with the DNA of a tree frog and cuttlefish, and this has resulted in giving the Indominus Rex the ability to camouflage itself. Not a particularly smart idea on the scientist's part, but it's an insanely fun idea for us. Dumbledore, LEGO Harry Potter years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7. One of the biggest pains about the LEGO Harry Potter games is remembering which characters have access to which spells. Those who remained patient throughout years 1 through 4, or stuck around through years 5 through 7, were eventually rewarded with Professor Dumbledore, who is pretty useful for snatching up the rest of those mini-kits. Dumbledore has access to almost every spell right out of the gate, can decipher hieroglyphs, and enter any door regardless of house. Sure, he doesn't come with parcel tongue or any dark wizardry, but for what he does have, it beats having to constantly switch between other characters. Stuck? Just use Dumbledore. Star Killer, LEGO Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars. The third LEGO Star Wars game had some great ideas, and there were plenty we would have never anticipated. One of the biggest surprises of the game didn't come until after you nabbed every mini-kit in the 4th chapter of Dooku's story, Defenders of Peace. Doing so will unlock Darth Vader's apprentice. In case this guy doesn't look familiar to you, this was the protagonist of the short-lived The Force Unleashed games back in 2008 and 2010. Think those games will ever get a LEGO adaptation of their own? Eh, probably not. Those games were really gritty anyways. The Pixar guess. LEGO The Incredibles. LEGO The Incredibles had one of the most lackluster character grids compared to most LEGO games, but that isn't to say it didn't have a few highlights. The best ones, however, were the Pixar guest characters. Every single one of them was lovingly animated the same way they were in their respective movies. From Woody and Sully to Flick and Dory, just about every Pixar movie received a nod and was given more attention to detail than Traveler's Tales needed to give it. It kind of makes us hope they do another Disney-themed video game that explores multiple movies rather than just the one. The Ghost Characters. LEGO Star Wars 2: The Original Trilogy, and LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. We were so close to putting the bounty hunters on here for their unique animations and abilities, but the ghost characters made everything so much easier and arguably way more fun. Yeah, we weren't happy about spending 1,000,000 studs on Ben, Anakin, and Yoda either, but still, what they brought to the table was enough to make us replay levels. While they play the exact same way as their livelier counterparts, the ghost characters granted us immortality. You'll never be able to die while playing as these guys, unless you jump off the edge, and enemies won't even try to attack you. It's like you're not even there. So if you have a younger sibling who keeps losing studs, they might have a better time playing as one of the ghosts. Stan Lee, LEGO Marvel Series. We have to put Stan the Man on here, and it isn't just because he is a legend in comics history. Stan is the most powerful character in the LEGO Marvel games, as he wields several powers that originate from the many heroes he's helped create. He can web swing like Spider-Man, transform into his own version of the Hulk, shoot laser vision like Cyclops, utilize telekinesis and mind control, and even defy death with the adamantium skeleton like Wolverine. Stan Lee is the ultimate utility character, and this was such a brilliant way to immortalize him. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. Excelsior.
Sometimes I wish I had regenerating abilities, like you.
Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.